Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie. Blazer the Morkie is in the room. He might make an appearance later, but right now he's snoozing. Welcome to your March monthly reading. Today we're going to be pulling a few cards for your overall energy, and then I'm going to be pulling this lovely Celtic cross spread that I love to do for the monthly readings. And then we'll close it off with a special message for the Touring Collective. Keeping in mind that these are general readings, so take only what resonates and leave the rest. I do recommend you checking out your sun, moon, rising, and north node readings as well for additional context and texture. It can really help you put the big picture together based on your astrology. And then if you're interested in working one-on-one for a private reading, I have links in the description below, as well as lots of other good links. Happy birthday to our Pisces brothers and sisters. It is Pisces season, so hence the fish hat here. And we are celebrating them and wishing them a very happy birthday. Okay, Taurus, let's get into your energies here. We're going to pull a card here from the Angel Dreams Oracle, and then we're going to pull another card from the Sea Soul Journeys Oracle. So we kind of have the Neptune Piscean dream energy, and then the watery energy from the Sea Soul Oracle coming in. Okay. Taurus, you got lucid dream, awareness, and opportunities. I really think something is coming to fruition for you. Something's coming into the light here for you. Something that you've been wanting for a long time. You've been possibly even working with this energy on a very cellular level here. It's very transformative feeling. And whatever it is, I think you've envisioned it before. You've envisioned it before, and now it's coming true. That's really exciting. And we've got the card Powerful. May you be as potent as the ocean. So this is big. This is big, huge energy for you, Taurus. March is going to be a big month for you. I do think things are opening up for you. I think that you're showing up very strong, very powerful, very in your Tauran energy. And it really feels like opportunities are opening up. You knew it was going to happen. You knew it was coming. You've been trusting that it's coming. You've been manifesting it. And here it is. Okay, looking at the actual reading, we'll go through it and then we'll clarify. You start off with being in the energy currently of the Ace of Pentacles. This energy, solid, stable, it's that earth element that you love so much. This is being challenged, however, by the Seven of Swords energy. This is a bit of distrust or mistrust or misplaced loyalties are coming through here. So I don't know if there's been someone you've been dealing with that, you know, they showed their true colors. Maybe you can't trust them. For others of you, this has to do with trusting yourself in all this, because this is such a big opportunity and awarenesses that are coming to you. So some of you may be a little like, oh my gosh, is this really happening? Is this too good to be true? Have I really done this? That kind of energy. In your needed focus, you get the Seven of Pentacles. Now, I like this with the Ace of Pentacles energy that you're in. The Seven allows you to really acknowledge that you're going through a time of transition. You're going through a time of change, and you do not have to rush yourself. This feels much more comfortably aligned with the Taurus energy than normal here. So I feel good about this energy, but because it is in your needed focus, keep your attention on the changes and how smooth the changes are and how steady the changes are. I think there's something there maybe that you're meant to understand about how you manifest and how you bring things together, but only if you're really paying attention, right? It's going to be kind of like watching a tortoise move. It kind of feels like that, but in each movement, it's an indicator of something. The direction the turtle turns, when it pauses, when it jolts, right? There's something for you to learn in these energies here. In the energy of the past, you're leaving behind the sun here. Something that maybe you thought brought you joy and happiness at one time, and have realized that that's not the direction you want to go, or it was not the highest and best alignment with your joy and your happiness. Now we have to live life. The reality is we have to live life. There are things we've got to do. There's expenses. There's food we've got to get. We've got to stop and go to the bathroom. We've got to do all these things that might feel a bit inconvenient at times and not always aligned with the thing that makes us the happiest. But you're showing me here in this energy that you're leaving behind the sense of maybe expecting things outside of yourself to dictate that. All right, we'll have to clarify. That one's going to be interesting. Moving into your future energies, you have the Six of Wands. This is you feeling like you've finally got a leg up on things. Things are looking good. The outlook is good. The future is good. You're feeling on top of the world, really, and that you have more clarity that goes in alignment with your passions than you have before. And this catapults me quite nicely into your place of embodied empowerment, which is the King of Swords. That's, again, more clarity, your ability to see beyond what you knew before. This is very powerful. These are your dreams speaking to you. This is your subconscious speaking to you on a deep level. I'm not necessarily seeing you go out and communicate all of this. I think you're having this very personal process with it, however, and you're going to be thinking about it a lot. And that's empowering for you to do. So you're being invited to go into that energy. It's feeling very masterful, very powerful, and very strong. In your support and allies, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this is a really nice energy for you, Taurus. It is your energy. And to be able to be in alignment with the grounded, steadfast, loyal, sensual energies of Taurus is really nice for you. The more you can enjoy being yourself and those higher aspects of the Taurus energy, you're meant to taste the sweet grapes. You're meant to drink the clean water. You're meant to have some of these more, and I am getting taste for a lot of you. Like, it's important for you to taste the sweetness of fruits, the bitterness of certain vegetables, right? It's important for you to have that experience. Taste is really important for you right now for some reason. It may be for some of you in your human design, taste may be how you kind of navigate. So if it's not like physical taste, it's just a taste, like the energy of someone or something leaves a taste in your mouth. So it doesn't have to be necessarily your physical taste buds, but something leaves a certain taste in your mouth, and you're trusting that, and that's very supportive for you. In your environment, you have you have the Strength card, which is Taurus energy and Leo energy, very aligned with being strong, standing strong, being resolved about things, feeling powerful. So it looks like that energy is there for you to embody in your environment currently. In your hopes and fears, you have the Five of Swords. Now, this is a bit of conflict. It feels kind of out of place for me in this reading, so I'm really sensing that this could be one of your fears. It seems like the fear of being hurt. Maybe it's the fear of discomfort and growth for some of you, but honestly, it feels more like being betrayed, being hurt. This energy is too good to be true. Having trouble receiving, even for some of you. I can't wait to clarify that one either. There's going to be some interesting points to clarify. In the potential outcome, you get the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess, this is all intuition, being aligned with your intuition, having great wisdom through this process, through the course of the month, your power, there's so much wisdom in how powerful you are, in what opportunities you are able to manifest and create in your reality. That is actually coming up quite strong for you right now with that High Priestess. And this is your path there through the month of March. Okay, I love it. Let's get in. There's a couple curveballs here, but all in all, Taurus, this actually feels pretty good. Maybe it's because we build closer and closer to your season here, possibly, perhaps, feeling more and more of your energy arise and get stronger. For the Ace of Pentacles, you get the Knight of Cups and the Page of Wands. I like this. It feels newer. This energy feels newer to you, where you are working on detaching somewhat from the emotional hooks of certain things. With that Ace of Pentacles, I just feel like you're really grounded in right now, and things that might have sparked you or hooked you emotionally are now not so much. You are able to observe and be curious about those and then bring them a bit of transformation. So this would be like, you remember I said your challenge here may be misplaced trust or distrust or something like that. That's kind of what I get here, is like, this is you figuring it out. There's a couple things going on here. Your intuition honestly feels online. So this is feeling good. Otherwise, I don't think you'd be feeling that empowerment and feeling that awareness and opportunities opening for you. So the intuition is there, but there's also some wounding here. There's also some wounding. I don't think this wounding is something that's going to hold you back forever. It seems like a passing energy, though, that does need some attention and does need to be dealt with. And it has to do with trust, mistrust, distrust, misplaced trust. So let's clarify that Seven of Swords, because that's your challenge now over a more curious and intuitive experience that you're having within yourself that's very grounded. The Seven of Cups and the Judgment card. This honestly, Taurus, feels like the energy of being done dirty, or maybe you felt like you did somebody dirty in the past, or they did you dirty, right? It does feel like that. I do get the choice to forgive coming up here. The choice to forgive yourself if you need to atone for something. Maybe you feel like you made a mistake in the past. Maybe there's someone you need to apologize verbally to for some of you, but for others of you, this may be just a interpersonal process of forgiveness. On the flip side, if someone did you wrong and that's what's coming up in your emotional energies, and you're going to have to choose which one of these it is, you will know. Let it rise up out of you here, because you're very grounded in your intuition showing up here. So just trust yourself in, is it something I did that I feel I wronged somebody or I broke someone's trust? Or did that happen to me, right? And whoever and whatever situation pops up, the forgiveness is coming up on the table here for that. So maybe this is something that it's time to go ahead and address, because it's affecting your ability to stay grounded and intuitive and curious about your next moves. So let's get it up and out. Let's not have it interfering with your energy anymore. Let's look at the Seven of Pentacles and your needed focus here. The King of Cups and the Four of Cups. Yeah, this for many of you had to do with a love relationship situation, or possibly even a father energy. Father energies came up also with Sagittarius's reading, so that may be of importance to you. There's definitely a more cautious outlook that you have about something because of an experience from the past, because of an experience that hurt your heart. It's okay for you to move a little more slowly through this, all right? And it's okay for you to not just trust anyone with this energy or speaking to anyone about it. You may want to play it a little bit more personal, and that's fine. But there is a great heart opening that's coming out of this that I really like with this King of Cups. And I really think the King of Cups, honestly, Taurus, is you. It's you stepping into these emotional, the turbulent water, so that you can sail that stormy sea and get to the calm. I really do think you're going to be there, because look, this king there's some waves. He's been through the waves, and I think you're going through that. And you may not want to just talk to anyone about it or let any old buddy know what's going on. I think it's more trusted. You're keeping things tight. There may be somebody who's trying to get in and support you, but it's not the kind of support you want, or you already have the support you need down here with your 3 cups already. Let's look at this Sun in the past of what you've left behind. The 5 of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Wow. I'm seeing a lot of feminine energy in the past here. It may be for some of you the way that you manipulated or misused your own feminine energy, and you've decided, I'm not going to do that anymore. I need to rise above those behaviors. So some of you may have been using sex and sensuality as a way of manipulating in love situations, or you thought that that would make you happy. And it's a good thing that this is in the past. They feel like some of the more toxic feminine energies, and that they were kind of, what do I want to say? This man-eating kind of energy is what it feels like. Now, for some of you female Tauruses, it could have been going through men, going through boyfriends. For you male Tauruses, you could have been caught up in one of these situations, or you could have been manipulated, or you were just operating at the vibration that attracted that in. Now, for others of you, this is more of a recognition of what the feminine truly deserves. So that could have, there's a very individual understanding of that for each individual feminine person, but then there's the qualities of the feminine in society. And oh yeah, this is coming up. Some of you may have been in some toxic femininity kind of situations in the past, or had someone around you who was like that. This, for some of you, this could have been your mother. Maybe had some experiences, left a bad taste in your mouth about the masculine, or you learned from mom how to operate this way. It is feeling toxic though, but it's being left in the past. And I think that's where it needs to stay, because it doesn't feel, I think at one point there was somewhere in there the thought it would bring happiness. It did not. For that future energy of the 6 of Wands, you feeling kind of on top of the world, you've got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. So we actually have some more progression here to go through. I do feel that for some of you, for the first time in your lives, you're actually seeing how things can feel better holistically for you. Emotionally speaking, with the people around you, the home and hearth, like this holistic picture of how things could be better. For some of you, that's opening up in your true calling and your purpose. But there's this element here, and I think you're going to be dealing with this in the month of March, of to get there, it's kind of a journey. It's kind of a struggle. It's kind of heavy at times. So while you have this feeling of you can see it, you're on top of the world about it, there's sometimes you got to put your head down and do the work to get there, right? And so that's what you're showing me here, is that you're going to be going through it, but you're going to hold in your vision that more holistic plan that you have for yourself here and for your life. Let's look at your King of Swords in this place of embodied empowerment. The Page of Swords and the Ace of Wands. You've really come a long way, Taurus, in your maturity and in the way that you approach others. You, I feel, are a really good student of navigating personalities. And this is a really good place for you. I can almost see some of you like leading a small group, like a grief group or some sort of group where conflict and feelings are heightened. And I can see you leading and beginning to show people the way out of that, to show how we can hold these spaces. I think first you've had to learn how to hold this space within yourself. There's definitely been things that have had to be cleared out, but what it's going to help you with is that when you're working with people, whether it's one-on-one or small group or whatever, you're going to be a lot more stable, which is your natural energy. You're going to be a lot more grounded and a lot more confident about how to honor and hold those spaces. The clarity is there, the desire is there, the passion is there for it, and you have the potential to truly affect some powerful change with people. And they're going to know you to be authentic in it because you've actually gone through weathering these storms, which includes getting really real with yourself about your own mistakes. You're showing me that. You've shown me that here, that atonement, and helping others do the same. For the Queen of Pentacles and your support and allies, you get the Chariot and the Five of Wands. This is conflict resolution you're showing me. Are some of you mediators, or you work to resolve conflicts? You always, you write in, right away. Once you examine a person or a scene or a situation or a problem, you're writing in right away with ways to untangle the problem, ways to solve the problem, ways to decrease the tension, to take the wind out of the sail, to take the heat, to diffuse situations. Some of you may be in situations where you have to diffuse hostile situations and angry type situations. But you're able to do so in a very grounded way, I think in a way that's well received, or this is what you're working toward. Maybe you're working with a mentor, some of you, to learn this. But yes, you're very clear. You can very quickly size up a situation and come in with the tools, the words, the actions that are going to help diffuse the tension. Let's look at this Strength card here in your environment. You got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Something new is right here at your doorstep. It's almost like you may wake up in the middle of the night. You got that lucid dream card at the beginning, and at 3 o'clock in the morning, you wake up to 3 loud knocks at the door, but no one's there. I feel this is something about the universe and creation calling to you. It feels like it's right at your doorstep. And since the Strength card is showing up here, it really is just your strength to open the door to that. It really is just taking the strength, hearing it, what's opening up for me, and am I strong enough to do it? Now, I'm seeing that you are. This strength is in your environment. It's right at your doorstep. I can't say that enough. It is right there on the other side of the door for you, Taurus. But so far, I don't think you've opened the door to this. Some opportunity is coming. Something is a knocking for you here. And it makes sense. It makes sense as I work my mind around it mentally. It makes sense. It's clear. It's straightforward. And it's also practical. So whatever this is, whatever you're being called to here, this opportunity is right at your doorstep. Really cool. It's right there. The Five of Swords, in your hopes and fears, you get the Death card and the Devil. Dang, Taurus. You're on board with this transformation because of the recognition of your own power. Like I said, your intuition is showing up here as well, but you can't control it. If you choose not to open the door, to let this new wind blow through, it's going to be like a hurricane when it's going to blow the door open, right? You're being encouraged to go ahead and do it yourself. It's part of your transformation. Open the door to this possibility here, because you within yourself know that if you're too afraid to do that, you're going to regret it. There's regret here coming up with that Devil card. I really don't sense this as like you're afraid of like those Capricorn energies or the hard work involved. You have the strength on your side. Sometimes you're feeling like, yes, like putting my head down and really doing the work can be difficult, but yeah, it's the fear of being hurt. But you have to understand you're undergoing a great transformation and a powerful transformation where new opportunities and awarenesses are opening up to you. So that doesn't match the vibration of you being hurt, of that mistrust, distrust. I think it has to do with your intuition being heightened and more online than maybe it was before. You're going to do this. Let's look at this High Priestess and the potential outcome The Four of Pentacles and the Lovers. This is you keeping the things that are more personally precious a bit closer to you. Some of you are relying on partnership for your security right now. I would encourage you to partner with your own intuition and your own self as much as you do with a partner. All right. So some of you, like physically in real life, financially have someone helping support you, and that's great. But you're also being asked to partner up with your intuition and partner up with the wisdom that you've gained and with your powerful energies in these environments that are kind of tricky, where you're able to diffuse and diminish harsher energies and hold a healthier space. That's part of what's coming up here for you. You also, some of you, for others of you, it may be that you're holding back really discussing a lot of your practical plans with your partner. There may be a reason for that, or you may want to hold off on that until April. Maybe April will be where you communicate a little bit more. Maybe you're, with this Four of Pentacles, you're trying to wrap your own energies around it first, and you're keeping it a little more private to yourself. And that's okay. Sometimes we have internal processes that are just ours to go through for a little while, and it's okay to be a little bit more on the private side with things. Eventually, though, there are a lot of active energies coming up in here. I think you will be coming out with it because it's part of your calling, mission, and purpose. It's very powerful effect on the world around you and the world in general as a result of this. So I mean, your partner's going to know eventually, right? If you're in a partnership. This could be some of you not letting, you're not going to, for example, you may know you're leaving your job, but you're not going to let them know till you put in your 2 weeks, okay? You're going to keep it close. You're going to do what's required by law, what's proper, but you're not going to be telling them in advance of that. You're going to hold on to what you're doing here and keep that private. All right, we've pulled you a card from the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle to close off your reading, Taurus. You got number 20, shared inspiration. Throw yourself into a new project. Be willing to let go of time constraints and rules and really be aware of whatever fulfills your heart. And we've got that carefree, beautiful nature of these dolphins and really just following the song of your own heart here. When it comes to these opportunities and what is opening up for you, it really feels like to me the sun is setting on certain energies in your life, like chapters are closing, and the new energies that open up, there is this sense of, let's have a little wonder in here. Let's maybe pull on some of those Aquarian energies and really feel what our heart is called to. And there's a more freedom kind of feel in this for some of you that you want to have. There's a lightness for others of you, the burdens removed. There's honoring your own relationship to yourself and letting it be okay for you to be private with yourself for right now, what you're going through. And understanding that about others. That's important here because this relates, for a lot of you, this relates to your calling, your mission, your job. All right, Taurus, what an interesting reading. Thank you so much for joining today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.